Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Sarah, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And you have taken the TOEFL, of course, I think you said 2 times. The first time you got 57, that was November 28th. The second time you got 69, January 23. You're doing much better. Wow. Congratulations on you. You're making great improvements. You say, my problem is the reading section that I don't understand much. My target score is 80 on the next exam, the 13th of March. You have, I know, I have less time. You want to say that. Say, I know, not known. I know I have less time, but I want your help. All right. Here's my best advice right now in your situation. After you join my course, start posting speaking and writing practice tests. I think if you only have 30 days, your strategy is to make improvements in those areas. Reading is very stubborn. It can take a very long time to get results. 30 days is probably not a lot of time to give you improvements with your reading. However, if you start posting speaking and writing practice tests immediately, and you try to get at least 10 or 15 practice tests for speaking, another 10 or 15 practice tests for writing, you do this before your test on March 13th, I think you have a pretty good chance of at least getting 5 points higher in each of those sections. That means maybe in speaking, you can go from 19 to 24, and maybe in writing, you can go from 20 to maybe 25 points. And that's going to give you what you need anyway, am I right? That's going to be very close. So it's possible. Now, I can't guarantee anything. A lot of these online TOEFL courses, they guarantee things. I don't do that. Your success depends on your effort and your effort alone, right? I have a lot of good materials that can help you get better, but if you don't practice, you're not going to get better. So my other recommendation is, my first suggestion is start posting speaking and writing practice tests. That's going to be very, very important for you. Now, as you do the speaking practice test, I will tell you what you need to do based on your problems. I will tell you what you need to study, right? Same thing with your writing. Now, with reading, you got to think about it. There's really 5 things you have to do if you want to make improvements, but if you want to improve your reading maybe from 12 points, to maybe 17 points, I'd have 5 suggestions right now for that. Number 1, read every day for about 45 minutes. You want to do that every day. Magazines, newspapers, books. Number 2, study vocabulary, right? You need to start studying some vocabulary lists, start writing down the sample sentences and the definitions, and just practice, 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 practice. Number 3, increase your reading speed to at least 300 words per minute. Number 4 is become more familiar with the IBT reading question types and the strategies for answering them. And my 5th suggestion is to take TOEFL level reading practice tests to mark your progress. Now, at my website, you can get the vocabulary practice, you can get the speed reading practice, where you can increase your reading speed to at least 300 words per minute by going through my speed reading test. I think that's going to be very helpful. Also, Sarah, in the reading part of my course, you can get more familiar with the reading IBT question types and the strategies for answering them. That's also going to help you improve your reading, right? At least your strategies for the test. And then you can take some full-length IBT practice tests, which I don't have. I'll be honest with you. However, I do have a website that I partnered with. They have 2 things that you might be interested in, and you can find those links at my website after you join my course. But first of all, at this website, you can get full-length IBT practice tests. You can take a 5-hour TOEFL practice test. How boring is that? Terribly boring, but necessary. So once you're ready to take the TOEFL, I recommend you spend maybe, I think it'll cost you about $30. Spend about $30 and take a practice test so you can mark your progress. You can get more familiar with the structure and the format of the TOEFL exam, and you can learn how to concentrate for longer periods of time in English. Right? So I think that's important. So I recommend that. Okay, so I think we have it. So I've given you some suggestions in the video right now. I outlined 5 things you can do to improve your reading. And then I also suggested, probably, in my opinion, the best strategy for you is to really focus right now in the speaking and the writing parts of my course. And let's work on helping you improve your speaking and writing at least 5 points in each category. Hopefully, if you follow my other 5 suggestions for the reading, you can also gain some ground there. And ultimately, by March 13th, hopefully you can reach your goal. My advice is if you ask me directly, Michael, do you think it's possible that I can go from 69 to 80 by March 13th? Now that's not even a month. So I'm going to say it's possible, but probably not likely. You're probably looking at anywhere from 1 to 3 months of very serious study before you reach your goal. That would be my honest opinion based on your situation. All right, Sarah, anyway, thank you very much. I hope that you'll consider joining my online course. And remember, once you join my course, start posting speaking and writing practice tests. That's the best advice I can give you.